Welcome back to episode 11 of the Collegian's Culture Vultures. Wow.
Yeah.
How you doing, Josiah? You look different. Last episode in the beginning, you did you grow a beard or something that time?
I think I lost my beard. I started talking about Fortnite.
Yeah.
I don't know what got into me. I would never dare talk any bad things on Hannah Montana.
Yeah.
I would never.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
And she's no ordinary girl.
She's not, no.
She's no ordinary girl. And
yeah, and then
this is the life. Oh, hold on tight.
Welcome back to episode 11 of the Collegian's Culture Vultures. I'm your host, editor-in-chief Isaac Marquez.
And I'm the other co-host, managing editor Josiah Poynter.
And we have a great episode in store today. You just kick things off with a life update. Josiah, what's been going on? How was your spring break? We just got back from spring break.
Just got back from spring break. My spring break was good. Tried to be as relaxed as possible. It's obviously a very chaotic time of year for everybody. So definitely try to take advantage of getting some sleep, getting some rest, getting just some general me time, just trying to do that. I don't really do too much except me and my lovely girlfriend, Sarah Elizabeth Hernandez, celebrated our 3-year anniversary.
Look at you.
I know. I pulled, guys. I pull. But so we went back to my hometown, which is also where her family's from, and she loves being down there. So it kind of worked out for both of us, and we went down there.
SoCal, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, SoCal. Stayed at a little place, my hometown, Camarillo, California. But we kind of just spent that entire day just all around the county, Ventura County. And that was fun. We were there for like right under 24 hours because we're both broke. So yeah. But that's pretty much it. No, now we're back in the swing of things, doing some stuff. What about you?
I mean, I got to rest for the first couple of days.
Yeah.
My back got messed up, so my sciatic nerve actually got inflamed. So my lower back was in a lot of pain. I was on a lot of anti-inflammatory medication, so I'm okay. Mm-hmm. But my leg is numb. A part of it, it's okay. But I got to rest on that, so it's a bit better. Other than that, though, I was just working a lot of stuff for Collegian. Just making sure stoking the fire. Is that stoking the fire? Stoking the fire?
Is it poking the fire?
You know what I mean. Making sure we're up and running. It's been a blast, which brings us to our next topic that was such a blast. The Collegian's very first fest. Yes. Collegian Fest. I mean, let's take a quick time out and talk about our ads and PR team.
Please.
Oliver, Dulce, and Romick. Even last semester with Marco, they worked extremely hard to get this event up and running. I mean, just hearing the stuff they had to do, talk to this person and get a conference. It was insane. Arguably, it's.
I mean, they've been trying to do this for a year now.
Yeah, it was like 9 months around there.
Yeah, something like that. It was definitely talked about spring 25 after we went to our conference in Long Beach. I think, but it was around that time. But it's super impressive that our ads team got it done. I mean, obviously we helped be out there and talk, but it really was the ads team that was behind it all. And so shout out to them. Extremely proud of them, and it's they work so hard. They're always in here. And
Captain Collegian,
shout out,
made an appearance.
Shout out Julie. She was low-key kind of part of the ads
Julie,
team.
Who's that? You mean Captain?
We'll have to censor that. Sorry, as a journalist, I do have some insider information. I do know the real identity of who Captain Collegian is.
Whoa!
And she may or may not. I mean, I don't think she works at the Collegian because obviously.
Yeah, they're a superhero.
Yeah, they can't work. I mean, who would be a superhero journalist?
Yeah.
It just seems like a lot of work. Seems like a lot of super hard work in the metropolis area.
You know, the festival itself was great. You know, we had music, we had a photo booth, we had a lot of informational things. Just such a blast. You know, I got to speak to a lot of people, and it was nice connecting with the students here on campus.
And it was nice connecting with some of the admin too.
Oh, yeah.
Just some of the people in the school that you don't really get to see, and that was cool. Definitely a lot more people showed up than I thought were going to show up.
Yeah,
to be
especially
honest.
the first day coming back from spring break. I assumed everyone was going to skip.
Yeah.
And some people probably did, but there was a good turnout.
Yeah, I think, in fact, I think it was such a success that I think maybe we look at doing this semesterly instead of yearly.
That'd be great.
I had a lot of fun. It was basically a day off school, for a lot of us. And so, but doing what we love and doing all that. And of course, we had free pizza too. So if you missed this one, but you also like free food, keep a lookout.
And speaking of lookout, I was on the lookout for a certain album for the past like 2 or 3 months, and judge me if you want, but it's from
No judgment.
the infamous artist now known as Ye, aka Kanye West. He recently dropped a new album, Bully, and I'm a big fan of his music. In recent years, I've tried not to, be as big a fan given the controversy around him. But, I gave the album a listen. And the weird thing about it is a lot of the songs felt like the production is just amazing, but it was just missing something. There's one, like, I could feel like so many songs, it was just missing that one thing. A lot of the leaks prior.
Was it a medicated Kanye?
To be honest, I couldn't place on what spectrum of his mental state it was at, because I love some of the songs, highs and lows, even like the leaks, which I prefer like the original version with the illegal sample better. The new one's still great. So many good. I mean, let me just pull up the track list. I don't know off the top of my head. I was expecting that upper echelon of his performance itself. Production, it's a Kanye album. It's going to be amazing. But just his performance itself, I was expecting just like, after Vultures 1 and 2 came out, I was like, maybe he just doesn't have it anymore. And then some of the leaks came out. A lot of them are AI or allegedly AI, like vocals. And so, okay, maybe he's going to right the ship. And, I don't know if he did.
Yeah.
It just falls flat in a lot of it. Of course, there's a lot of standouts, like the song with Travis Scott, and that's a big one. But it just didn't really hit. Like, for example, Donda, which is the last album I thought he dropped. That was like the last album I really loved that he dropped.
Yeah.
And so, it just sucks. But at least it's on the right path. It's better than the Vultures albums.
Yeah.
It's on the right path. So hopefully, we get some better production or better products from him.
Better or worse than Vultures?
It was better than Vultures. It's hard to beat. Vultures is just not good. Although Vultures 1, I liked it a lot.
It's got Carnival on it.
Carnival, yeah.
Yeah. What's the name of that one group that made
the TikTok Riz Party?
The TikTok Riz Party, yes.
No, and then they had a song Burn on there. I really love that one.
Yeah.
So it's just, but yeah, Bully just, at least it's more consistent, but that, it doesn't have the highs of Vultures 1.
Yeah, I am also don't judge me. I'm a big Kanye fan. I really do think he's so influential, and it's hard to listen to him.
Yeah.
But I've been putting off this album. I'll probably get to it tonight. But like, it's hard to get into it knowing that it's bad because it's Kanye. And like, obviously you don't support Kanye as a person. He's clearly in need of severe help. He needs resources. And you want to support him, but like the stuff that he says, or like he gets better, he gets, and then he says something, and it's just
how
many
times?
but if you don't make good music now,
yeah,
it's just like, yeah, he did make Graduation,
but that was what, 2009, 9 or 8. I think it's
that was
2008,
2000 and
maybe
whatever.
7. Yeah,
It was 2000
yeah.
and late, but no, I mean it's just so hard. And
he performed. He had 2 performances in LA.
we know somebody that went to one.
Yeah,
of
we
them.
do know someone who went to them. But just if you saw night 1, April 1st, I think those dudes who went did get April fooled, because that performance compared to night 2, April 3rd, night and day. He brought out Lauryn Hill on April 3rd. When was the last time you've seen Lauryn Hill in public, let alone rapping?
Couldn't tell you,
Dude. And Travis Scott was there too. And yeah, the people night 1, they got gypped.
Yeah, did I don't know. She was on design. Does Sam Rangel go on April 3rd?
She won in the second show. Yes, the person we know.
good.
Shout out
Yes.
Sam Rangel, former reporter for us, great person. She went to night 2.
What's funny about that is I think her caption was something like "Don't judge me."
It's just he's one of those polarizing figures in music.
It's tough, man. It's tough, and he's just so and I mentioned this before, but he really is one of the most influential artists.
Oh yeah,
not just for hip hop or for his era, but for all music. I mean, Kanye is.
He invented like certain like sounds. I mean, artists did, but he invented and pioneered certain sounds. Even early on, he pioneered social change, especially in the rap game. It was like, early 2000s, it was like thug rap and gangster rap, and he's the one who like
made it melodic and
he had a pink polo in 2003 when it was seen as a lot of negative connotation to that, and he changed that culture.
I just don't think that you can. I don't think you can make the argument that music exists in the way that it does today without mentioning Kanye, and it sucks that that credit can't be given.
Yeah,
because it absolutely should not be given. And that's tough. But I am intrigued by Bully. I will listen to it. I probably won't like it, but.
Yeah, I don't think it's a U album.
No,
it's not a U album.
There's no Ethel Cain. There's no
MGK or
there's no MGK.
Macklemore.
No, there's no Phoebe Bridgers.
Kanye probably would have Phoebe Bridgers on the song, to be honest.
And that would be probably the greatest song you've ever heard, dude. Greatest song.
Speaking of artists dropping music, my favorite band, The Strokes, they announced a new album. They haven't dropped an album since 2020, which is first or second best album in my opinion. The New Abnormal. Their new one dropping, I forget the name of it off the top of my head, but they dropped a single for it, and the lead singer for The Strokes, Julian Casablancas, he has a second band called The Voids or The Void, something like that, and that's his more experimental band. So he experiments with a lot of auto-tune. That's like the main thing, just like, using it as like, the tool. And, he goes really far into auto-tune and what it can do. The Strokes were usually, like, keep it to like the raw vocals and guitars. And the new album, the new single, it's called Going Shopping. And he leans into that auto-tuniness that the Voids, that band had. Yeah. A lot of people aren't liking it. I'm on the fence about it because it's like I've heard the live version with no autotune and it's great, and the Spotify version with all the autotune and all the effects, it's just like I just love that raw emotion when it comes to music. And there's a way you could do it with autotune, but I don't think this song did it for me.
Yeah, are you scared?
I am scared because a lot of the Voids album are heavy autotune, and I'm just not a fan. Yeah, so I'm afraid that the new Strokes album is going to sound like a new Voids album.
Yeah, there's been a lot of talk recently with bands like the Strokes changing their style. I mean, not that they're the same in every aspect, but you look almost a decade now, Fall Out Boy changed. Yeah, and that wasn't really well received. Soon after that, Linkin Park had a message. I mean, they had a lot of other stuff go on, but they did end up changing their sound. Lots of other band changes. So it's like, I feel like it can either really work, and I think the Strokes are talented enough to do so, especially if the lead singer has another band where that music is already successful, then he can kind of gear it. And maybe it's one of those things where you need to listen to it in the album where like, oh, now that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But that sucks, man. Because I don't listen to the Strokes, so I wouldn't know. But
Yeah.
that stuff makes me nervous.
And it's so weird
Yeah.
because, you mentioned, bands switching sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And, the Strokes, they have already switched sounds successfully. They went from like that early, like, not punk rock. I forgot what type. It was like an alt rock, and they,
Yeah.
they were pioneers in that. And then in the 2020, they dropped the New Abnormal, which is like that real alternative, that sound, and it's like melodic, and you sense the euphoria in your ears, and they were really successful.
Yeah.
And now they're switching it again. It's like you only get so many switches. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. No. I mean, I know there's lots of things that like, and the stuff that I listen to when I hear a single, I'm like, oh no. What? I mean, obviously auto-tune, but like, what about the auto-tune didn't work?
The amount of it, because the lead singer Julian,
Uh-huh.
his like part of like the charm or the appeal of his sound is his voice.
Yeah.
He has a lot of like moments of like where you hear like that low like,
Yeah.
raspiness, and it gets lost in auto tune, and that's like the main. He doesn't do like the like the rock like the strain
Yeah.
anymore. Yeah, obviously, but he had that low calmness.
Is it almost like cowboy, like kind of like rustic,
Somewhat, yeah,
like
but
rough around the edges kind of sound?
yeah, it's like he knows how to sing, but he uses like some imperfections to like
Yeah.
and auto tune just hides all of that, and it's it just I don't know. I'm scared.
No. That being said, though, April itself is just a good month for music.
Oh yeah.
I mean, country wise, Ella Langley, Choosing Texas. If you're a fan of that kind of music, is coming out. No Cons releasing this month. The Strokes are coming out soon. So
80 days or 78 days somewhere on there.
Still a good season for music. Good season for music. So hopefully, the Strokes don't drop the ball completely.
Anything you want to talk about in pop culture right now?
There is something I want to talk about in pop culture. I want to talk about some drama. I want to talk about some drama that's going on.
Oh, what drama?
The drama starring Robert Pattinson and Zendaya. So I want to go see this movie. Now, if you're in any sort of film circle, you know that this movie is like it's in some hot water. It's in the spotlight, and rightfully so. Should I spoil it or should I?
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
so.
here's my non-spoiler. Is
everyone in here okay with that?
Oh my god, okay.
All right. We got the okay from Philip.
All right. Here's the thing. This is a spoiler, but it's not. I've seen the movie. It does not ruin the movie going into it. The whole point of the drama is it's Robert Pattinson and Zendaya's character are engaged, and like a week before the wedding, a lot of the bride and groom were like going to like meetings or like appointments, being like the flowers, the food, the whatever. It's a lot of work, so it's a lot of stress. One of those things, they're picking out dinner with one of their married friends, and they decided to do a game, which is the worst game I think I could ever think about doing with people. It's like, name the worst thing you've ever done while you guys are drunk. That's the setting. So it's already insane. And Zendaya's character goes, yeah, I planned a school shooting when I was 15. Not even joking. Yeah, we'll put a trigger warning or something. But that's the whole thing is just like, no, yeah, our producer Philip right now is kind of losing it off. Yeah, no, legitimately, I'm not even kidding you. And the whole thing is just like, she didn't go through with it for actually a very shitty reason. You got to watch it to find out, because this movie's crazy, man. But the whole time it's just like, the drama is just like, is this a big enough red flag for Robert Pattinson to stop, to break it off with Zendaya? Because she gaslights him for the whole rest of the movie. And I think, look, I've been in two situations where there was an active shooter at my school, both in Illinois, actually. Non-consecutively when I lived there. I moved back to Fresno and I moved back there, and then it happened again. But I don't know. I'm not somebody that gets easily offended, so I didn't find this movie offensive, but I did find it very lazy. And I thought that the whole reason I want to bring it up and talk about it from a pop culture perspective is that this movie is on the trend of glorifying people that should not be glorified, kind of similar with the Dahmer series. I'm not a big proponent of glorifying something to bring empathy to someone. I think you can find humanity in a lot of horrible people because they've been through a lot of horrible things, but I don't think that makes what they did not. I don't think knowing what they did or what they were going to do and having that information justifies it. And a lot of these filming, and I don't exactly, because this movie is it's a movie. A lot of people liked it. I didn't like it, but I thought it was lazy because you could have literally changed it out with anything. It doesn't affect the story, in my opinion. I think that they were doing it as kind of like a charge. It's kind of like a way to kind of stir some sort of controversy. It just seems very
like rage bait.
Yeah, because it like almost has like nothing to do, like not that it has nothing to do with the story, but it like you could replace it with something else equally as horrible. Another character says something that's kind of equally as horrible. And it's just like it's treated as a joke because it's just like, well, you also did this. It's like, well, you almost shot up as well. Like what? Like what? And I just think it doesn't go far enough into vilifying and showing the consequences of someone who does that. And I think it's a big disservice for somebody like A24 who's willing to make those things. And they more so took a risk on letting the content be there, but they made her empathetic. And I thought that was the wrong move. But it was a movie. And it was for the content, it was pretty funny.
How are the performances from Zendaya?
Oh, they're fantastic. Oh my God, dude. They're so cringy and they're so cringy and adorable. And
so like Twilight vibes.
Oh my God, it's like Twilight if Edward Cullen knew how to talk to women. It's Twilight if there was legitimately a healthy-ish relationship. I can say this confidently, the relationship in this movie is way healthier, sustainable, realistic than anything I saw in Twilight. And I've seen every Twilight.
Did you read the books?
No. I'm a boy. No, but like the performances were really good. The writing was really good. I just don't know why they picked that. I don't know. It was very funny. It was very well written. The only good character in the movie gets shafted so many times, and even his wife is mean to him, and he's the only good person. He's the only person that's like, maybe that's not like, maybe we should look at this. Maybe we should take some time and analyze this.
Guys, you might want to check this out.
Because Robert Pattinson and Zendaya are trying to do whatever, and this other girl who's also in the movie is like on the opposite end, and he's just kind of being like, maybe we need to analyze this. Maybe we need to take some time and have a discussion and a dialogue about this before you guys get married. And nobody listens to him, and he's the only reasonable character. But
that's how it be.
That's how it be.
But it's like written in a good way, or they just
it's written in a good way. I mean, like everything besides the main point of the plot, I thought was good.
Everything besides the plot.
I just don't understand why her being. And I won't spoil anything else because that was pretty big of me. But I want you to go. Anybody that's gonna go watch this movie, going in knowing that, and then ask yourself, could it be replaced with any other? Like if you changed her background to be some sort of other event where you gave her empathy, this would be a great movie. Because what if it was just like, no, actually my dad didn't die in a car accident. I had to shoot him because he was like hurting me. It's like, that would have been cool. Like something like that where like the morals are challenged. There is a blurry line and there was a line that was crossed. But I can be like, I could see that. Empathy wise, right? Like the Thanos effect. Yeah. There was no Thanos effect. It was more Guardians of the Galaxy 3 bad guy vibes. Just no quality, no, just worse bad person.
Yeah,
Bad
I mean,
person.
yeah, Thanos. He had no moral ground, to be honest. That dude.
No, he didn't. But
I know what you mean. Yeah,
yeah, but like he had a cool glove.
he was purple.
He was purple. He was purple. He's from the Milky Way galaxy.
Titan, which moon is that? Saturn, Jupiter,
Jupiter, Saturn. They say it's on the moon Titan. They never, as far as I know, at least in the MCU, they don't clarify whether or not it's. But I think it's funny. Nobody talks about that. That he's just from our galaxy. There's just people kind of looking like that.
Well, he's like one of like the ugly ones of his race.
Well,
huh?
yeah, he has a mutation. He's deformed, but I don't know if Artemis is going to get some photos of him. They might.
That'd be cool. We were speaking earlier, and one thing you wanted to bring up before we head out,
yes,
the idea of people just tweeting or Xing or what do we call it?
I don't know what you call it, but it needs to stop. It needs to stop. Everybody that has a Twitter account, I can guarantee you.
It's an X account.
Anybody that has an X account, I can guarantee you that if you have under 10,000 followers, nobody wants to hear what you have to say. And even if you do, I don't want to hear what you have to say. More importantly, I don't want to wake up I'm done with waking up with pictures of a tweet on an Instagram carousel that I saw on an Instagram story. I'm tired of it. And we all know what I'm referring to. Where some from the president of the United States, maybe we need to put a bedtime on it. Because we're going to talk about some pop culture stuff. I wish I could go onto Twitter. Twitter is where I'm not calling it X. And in fact, if you want to do it journalistically, it's actually X, formerly known as Twitter.
They got rid of that. They changed it.
Why did they change it?
Enough time has passed.
What do you mean enough time has passed?
In the AP style book, which we adhere to at the Collegian and most journalists do, X is referred to as X now. You could formerly use like known as Twitter, but now you don't have to.
Whatever this app is called, it needs to stop. Elon put a bedtime on it. Nobody after 10 p.m. can be, whatever your local time is, nobody after 10 p.m. can be on Twitter. Everybody can be on there from the hours of 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. This is my
7 a.m. to 10 a.m.
7 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that's your time. That's your time to get news in. That's your time to say what you got to say, because I can handle something after I've had a sandwich, after I've had some lunch. I can't handle it in the morning on Easter. I wake up and I open my phone and I see, and I'm like, what?
It reminds me of in the end of Ready Player One, where he takes control of the Oasis. Like, oh, now you can't go to the Oasis Tuesday and Thursday. Live in the real world. That's like the vibe you're giving right now.
It should. People should live in the real world. It's kind of insane that Twitter has no X. As it's kind of crazy. We're not blaming this thing more for some of the worst things that happened since it came out. It's kind of crazy. Mark Zuckerberg deserves a lot of it. Well, let's put it on X. I'm done. I'm calling for a national bedtime on X. I'm calling for put more character limits. Go back to how was it before they expanded it?
Was it 300?
Was it 300
or 500?
It was whatever it was. Bring it back to that. I don't need rants. Take off hashtags.
Just keep it to like sports tweets.
Yeah.
And
stop signing your tweets. And stop signing your posts, by the way, too.
We know who's posting it.
Because what's his name? Chris Pratt. He posted on his thing, and obviously his initials. What are his initials? Yes, it's something we do not shorten. We should not abbreviate. And he talked about the Mario movie.
Don't shorten that.
He talked about the Mario movie, and I'll get the photos to Philip. I made a little slideshow and he signs his own post, his own letter on his post. He posts something from his notes app, puts it behind a Mario Galaxy thing, and puts it there. Again, tired of text on different things. And he puts at the end, what does he say? What does Mario always say?
Yahoo!
Something like that. He says something like, he types it out though. After he types it out, he says, like, with much love or with love, comma, see P. Stop it. Stop signing your stuff. Stop abbreviating your name. Stop signing your stuff. I know who it's from. I do not need this. Stop writing notes. Stop being on X. And just don't.
That's fair.
I don't know
this message was approved by Isaac Marquez.
It was. The editor in chief said I could talk about this.
No, but yeah, you know what? I'll give that to you. I think at least the signing tweets, we know who posted it. You know.
I also think just the idea of like going on Twitter limits what you can actually find out on Twitter, and that's what actually sucks about it is that X or Twitter or whatever it's called is such a good way of getting like sports news, of getting entertainment news. It really is. Like how many, I mean, in 2018, 2019, 2020, I mean, I was on Twitter and I got, that's how I got my Marvel, my DC, my Dallas Cowboys, Cleveland Cavaliers, like all the sports teams that I like, all the stuff I like, that's how I got it. And I can't go on it anymore. Because legitimately, there's just so much slop on there. There literally is. There's so much slop. There's so many ads, and it's to the point where it's problematic because it's affecting the dialogue that used to be still not a great one, but one nonetheless. And it's frustrating that if I curate my Twitter to be sports, to be entertainment, to be news, to be whatever, it's not going to be that because I have one that's like that, and I'm scrolling through it, and 3 RFK tweets pop up in a row. Yeah, they made sound too.
RFK, I'm tweeting in his tweet out.
But no, for real, I think it just gets it. My point is that it gets in the way of dialogue, gets in the way of important conversations, and more importantly, I don't care, and I don't think you do either, and I don't think many people do.
Thankfully, I'm not a big X user. Like I said,
let's keep it to threads, guys.
Yeah, if whatever comes from X, it'll get to me eventually through Instagram or TikTok. So that's why, But
the tweet's crazy enough.
Yeah. With that being said, let's end on like a lighthearted note. Dad joke of the day, favorite segment. Josiah, do you want me to go first? Or you want to go first?
I can go first.
All right.
Why can't you play basketball with a pig?
I don't know.
They're always hogging the ball.
Woo!
Undefeated.
Yeah, that's a good one. Okay, I'm 1 or 2. I have 2 options.
Oh, 2.
All right. There's a fine line between a numerator and a denominator, but like only a fraction of the people are going to get that joke. Woo!
I love that joke.
And if you didn't get that, you're just not a smart guy.
You're just not a smart fellow.
You
might be a fart smeller.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Like always, have a good morning, day, evening, night, dusk, dawn, noon, fortnight.
4 p.m.
Have a nice 7:26 p.m.
Yeah. And if you're up at 7:03 a.m., go back to bed.
Yeah, you shouldn't be up. You should be resting.
Should be up. But if you're not up, if you're up at 5:31, stay up.
Yeah.
You don't deserve sleep.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. We'll catch you on the next episode with perhaps the paw print. Ooh.
All right.
All right. Well, that's the episode.
Later, guys.